shifting our attention to developments in Hong Kong and a waste of space or poised for a repurpose. Around the world, the humble public telephone box stands mostly unused, and some argue a waste of space. A few lonely phone boxes have been put to better use, like these in the UK. Others remain largely overlooked. But in Hong Kong, a public vote is taking place to galvanize interest in putting the booths to better use before the space is lost forever. Well, Paul Zimmerman is a councillor in the district of Pok Fu Lam and the CEO of Designing Hong Kong, a group that advocates better urban design. Many argue that these unused phone boxes are a waste of time.
It's the obvious first reaction to these phone booths where you see them standing unused. But we have to realize that in a high-density city like Hong Kong, that location in the street has a typhoon-proof foundation, has an electricity cable, has a communications cable. So what else can you do with that location? Indeed,
but more than 1,000 of these payphone booths have already been dismantled, Paul. And basically, you want to repurpose these kiosks, but you're running out of time.
Yeah, so we have to rush. So we published an article on it, and we're now online doing surveys. So we're trying to get people interested in it. We got about 45 ideas back from a lot of different people. Some of them are very practical, like a water dispenser, like a multi-purpose information panel where you can also do phone charging and can get tourist information. Other proposal that is actually currently leading as the preferred option is a reverse vending machine where people can deposit their used plastic bottle after drinking a beverage, and they can get some points or some money back.
And there are some weird ideas, particularly a teleporter booth, a torture chamber, or even convert it into toilets.
I know, and you can see that in Hong Kong, people are very practical. Those are the ones that don't get a lot of votes, but put a smile on people's face. But I must say, we have seen in the UK and in other areas like Osaka, we've seen these phone booths being repurposed, one with a fish tank. The other one was put into a mini library, a mini disco. So those are fun alternative ideas. But for a high-density city like Hong Kong or New York City, we see that information panels with tourist information, phones,
so Paul, is there a deadline? Is there a deadline for this makeover? And if you're successful, how will you basically finance this makeover?
Well, I think the financing is going to come from advertising and other opportunities on the panels off the side of these things. We have a deadline. It's every day. I mean, every day these phone locations are being removed, and we're working closely, giving pressure on the Communications Authority in Hong Kong and Hong Kong Telecom, PCCW, who is the operator of these telephone booths.